In order to solve the given differential equation, we will compare it with the standard form of linear first-order differential equations, which is dy over dx plus py equals q. So if we compare these two equations, we get that in our case p equals 1 over 4x and q equals 3x. So now we can find the integrating factor. So integrating factor equals e to the power of integral of p dx. So it equals e to the power of integral of 1 over 4x dx. So it equals e to the power of 1 over 4 times integral of 1 over x dx. Then it equals e to the power of 1 over 4 times logarithm of x. Then it equals e to the power of logarithm of square root, the fourth power root of x. Then it equals the fourth power root of x. Well, now let's find the general solution. So y times integrating factor equals the integral of q times integrating factor dx plus arbitrary constant c. So y times the root of the fourth power of x equals the integral of 3x times x to the power of 1 over 4 dx plus arbitrary constant c. Then we can rewrite this as y times x to the power of 1/4 equals the integral of 3x to the power of 5/4 dx plus arbitrary constant c. Then y times x to the power of 1 over 4 equals 3 times integral of x to the power of 5/4 dx plus c. So we get that y times x to the power of 1/4 equals 4 over 3x to the power of 9/4 plus c. Now we will divide both sides by x to the power of 1/4. So we get that y equals 4/3 times x to the power of 8/4 plus c times x to the power of -1/4. So we get, this is our general solution. We can simplify it a bit. So y equals 4/3 times x squared plus c times x to the power of -1/4. Now let's substitute given y and x values in order to find constant c. So we get that 4/3 times 2 squared plus c times 2 to the power of -1/4 equals 3. So here we get 4/3 times here we get 4/3 times 4, so it's 16/3 plus 1, or actually plus c times 2 to the power of -1/4 equals 3. Then we get that 2 to the power of -1/4 times c equals 3 minus 16/3. Then c equals 3 minus 16/3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 1/4. Let's simplify it. So c equals so this is 9/3 minus 16/3 which is negative 7/3, so it's negative 7/3 times the root of the fourth power of 2. And then our solution becomes, I will copy paste this, becomes 4/3 times x squared plus or minus, let me move this a little bit, minus 7/3 times the root of the fourth power of 2 times x to the power of negative 1/4. This is the required solution.